What is the reason? Of course, it's green crackers, he may say, but then going forward, what is the way out? Professor H. Paramesh, environmentalist and pulmonologist from the Indian Institute of Science, Bengaluru. Professor, it is such an honor to have you on air, sir. You know, we concentrate a lot on Bengaluru as a city because I just described that was a city which was called a king amongst all the metros. I mean, neighboring people, neighboring city of Chennai, they used to envy Bengaluru and say, what great weather you people have. There is less pollution, traffic is all, proper. I mean, everything seems to be picture perfect. But look at this, even now, and I do live, I mean, I have relatives in Bengaluru, they are saying they can still feel the aftermath of green crackers. Professor, how safe are these green crackers, sir?
I think you already showed some slide earlier. I think that shows it produces less sound and less pollution, almost 30% less. That's what's been recommended, green crackers. Earlier, we used to, the original ones, that used to produce a lot of things. Sulfur dioxide, the major component, it used to be 200 times more than the recommended of WHO. That is a water soluble chemical used to dissolve very, very fast and enter the lung very fast. I think 2.5 micron, you are commenting about it, 2.5 micron, less than that one, they not only produces lung problems like allergic rhinitis, asthma, bronchitis, COPD, increased breathing problem, and less than 2.5 micron travels the bloodstream and it produces impact on the womb to tomb. And in addition to that, non-pulmonary disease also will come there. Cardiovascular disease, blood pressure, diabetes, and all these things. And central nervous system also get affected. Autism,
Professor,
dementia.
I work in Noida. I'm sorry to be interrupting you. Today in office, there is so much pollution here and Diwali added to it that a lot of us are having headaches, sir. Watery eyes, headache, and a kind of disorientation. I don't want to sound alarmist, but do you
Yes.
think these are all impact of pollution plus post Diwali kind of, these firecrackers, because no rules are followed in the capital where the Prime Minister lives, sir, or here in Uttar Pradesh?
I think what you have been doing in the room, while you're closed and all this thing, the room air has to be changed 6 times per hour. If they don't change that one, you have sick building syndrome. Working in that one 6 hours continuously, you get depressed and whole lot of things. Watering of the eyes, whole lot of, it's a sick building syndrome related to air not being cleared 6 times per hour.
Huh.
Total volume has to be changed.
Okay. Now, Professor Paramesh, I've been reading about green crackers. They say
Yeah.
that look, it is less harmful, like you explained. But then, in a Bengaluru's case, please explain that traffic pollution plus green crackers. What a lethal combination that must be, Professor Paramesh.
It is definitely a lethal combination. And also, if you look at earlier also, last year, the pollution and this year is the 19% less. And also within 24 hours, the pollution level, which was 6 times more at Diwali time, within 24 hours, it's come back to safer and permissible levels.
Right.
And 2.5 micron is the one we are very much worried about it. Yes, and less than that one too.
Okay, so let's now come to the other experts are also saying that it is not as lethal, these green crackers, but it is not a safe replacement. Can you describe that for the viewers, why it is not a safe replacement, Professor Paramesh?
Well, it definitely contribute to the sound pollution, global warming, climate change, carbon footprint will be very high. There's no question about it.
Right.
But there is a emotional feeling, happiness of the children. This has been come thousands of years. As a ritual, we have been practicing it. I think knowing this one also not affect this one, the Supreme Court has given only 2 hours to use these kind of crackers. 2 hours time given between 8 to 10. I think if you do that, we have to care for the mental health also, physical, emotion, feelings, along with the physical experience. Physical disease will be there. And also, I think we had done a study earlier in Bangalore. during Diwali time, there is 100% increase in the earlier to the emergency route department for the wheezing and all those things. Those people, we educated them and we make them, it is, people are using much less. Even I used to use a lot of things, my children. Now this year, we never busted any crackers. In the
Okay,
whole
now,
state of mine,
yeah.
it
Professor
has come down
Paramesh,
significantly.
right, it has come down because green
Yeah.
crackers are a safer option, not totally safe. That's what
It's not
experts
totally
say.
safe.
Please also explain for the benefit of the viewers, how do they hang in the air particles? I mean, what happens?
Ask me again, how do
How
you?
do they hang? I mean, how do they stay in the air? For how long? I mean, the thing is that obviously I'm breathing in that air. Now, earlier
Yes.
times when I was a child, whole lot of,
Yeah,
you know,
yes.
what we call in Tamil patas, we would burst it and
Yes, I think what had happened, the small particle, they stay in there for a longer time. And bigger particle less than, more than 10 micron, within 1 minute or so, it will come down to the ground. And also the smoke can travel all over the globe in 11, it takes 11 days.
you said that there are some sentiments, the mental peace of little children who enjoy firecrackers, fireworks. I accept it. How come it is done in North America, sir? In America, everyone is celebrating Deepavali. Some states allow you to, you know, say, okay, you can use firecrackers. They have a designated space. They all go, like Washington, D.C., they have a
Yes.
place where they all go and they burst crackers. I'm sure, Professor, you've also seen it. How come it's
Yes.
so less, you know, impactful there? Are they using some other firecrackers? Are these Chinese firecrackers, Mexican firecrackers? I have no idea. But they are all doing rockets and everything they are doing. What is the way out? Maybe because if we spend a little more money and even if it is expensive and we can save the trouble, because you know, you come to Noida and Delhi, sir, a lot of people are in hospitals, sir.
Yes.
Even in Bengaluru, there are a lot of people, poor people, who are not able to breathe. Because if you live in a congested place, plus there is vehicular pollution, it's a double
Yes.
whammy. So, Professor, what is it that they are using which we can use perhaps?
I think they're using the same thing. There are various chemicals are there contributing different colors. And also, I think what we have been using, use the potassium nitrate, that is safer. Earlier, we used to use the barium nitrate. So those are all various color will be there. I think I may not able to give details about that, what they've been using and all the other countries. I think one place doing that, we used to go and watch. I was in States for 11 years.
Huh.
I used to go and visit it. And also most of the sports arenas, they burst, when they win everything, burst of the crackers, flower pots and all these things. And in Bangalore, we have a golf club, we'll celebrate Diwali festival. All the members will come one day. We in open space, we will burst the crackers. I think these are all the things we have to educate the society in this context. So being one of the member of the Pollution Control Board Karnataka earlier, chairman of the Technical Advisory Committee, we went to the various schools, discussed with them. Significantly, it has come down. But still, pursue it, and like shaving every day, we have to educate the children and the parents.
Yo,
Yes.
but it's not just the children, sir, Professor Paramesh, these are adults, youth who
Yes, the elderly
actually,
people.
yeah, they are the one, you know, youth,
Yes.
they are enjoying it and they burst crackers. Don't you think the police also has a huge responsibility? Because if there is excess of bursting of firecrackers, then what are the authorities doing? It happened in Noida, Delhi, it happened in Bengaluru, lot of localities. I mean, if we can put up that map, which all areas were heavily polluted, you will see most of those areas, apparently young people came out. Look at that graphic I'm playing on the screen right now. Look at those areas, sir.
Yes.
So I'm
I
asking
think
you
it's
that
significant.
what are authorities doing then? Because if the Supreme Court can come down and say no crackers except green crackers during a stipulated time, then the police is just being a being just, you know, an onlooker.
The rules are there, but implementation is a problem. There is no question about it. No doubt, educating the society is the most important. We have to continuously, we have to educate in this context. I think people who have been authorized to restrict this one, they have to be strong enough to communicate and arrest the people who are doing things which are not allowed. And also in Bangalore, we had a negative 68 eye burns and all this thing, skin burn. One death has happened because
Yes.
bursting of the tin, he was sitting there and burst and he died.
Yeah.
So I think that these are all the issues.
Yeah.
Air, air pollution from other sources also, automobile industry, this is slow traffic contribute nearly 6 times more pollutants.
My God.
That is contributing.
Yes.
And we need, every human being, we need about 10 square meter of area. Now it has come down, Bangalore so rapidly, we have done only 2.2 square meter per person.
Hebbal
I
seems
think
to be particularly bad in Bengaluru. You know, people who live
exactly.
there
The
in
crowd
Hebbal
is too much.
town, too
And
much.
number of people, because the number of cars are more.
Right.
There comes 6 times more
True.
pollution.
True.
Slow
Professor.
traffic from 70 to 10
Yeah.
kilometer
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
6 times more.
Yeah.
Now we got
Professor.
only 5
Yeah.
kilometers.
Professor Paramesh, you know, Delhi gets cold. You know, there is a nip in the air in November. I mean,
Yeah,
it's come down over the years because of global warming, but it used to be really cold. Tell me
yeah.
something. Does it make it worse when the weather is cold? I mean, this kind of, you know, cracker pollution, does it become
Definitely.
worse in winters rather than in, let us say, humid weather or warm weather, Professor Paramesh?
I think weather does make a difference, and wind velocity is one of the factors has to be taken into consideration. And especially in cold weather, atmospheric pressure is a little down, and the smoke, the concentration of smoke is much higher, as a matter of fact.